All right, we're going to start Unit 7, and this is actually kind of a fun unit. If we were in school, I think some of you would really enjoy it, and I don't really want to leave it out because if you are an IB, you're going to expect it to know some of the stuff whenever you come in, and you'll also cover it in math analysis. So in this unit, we're going to be talking about sequences and series. And when we start off talking about sequences, you're going to think this is something I've already seen before. A sequence is just a set of numbers that are listed in order. In Algebra 1, you talked about two types of sequences. You talked about arithmetic, and you talked about geometric. This week, we're mainly going to stay with arithmetic, and really for today, day one, it's going to be stuff you've seen before, but you just need a reminder before we start talking about series of arithmetic sequences next time. So an arithmetic sequence is a sequence that has a common difference. And a geometric sequence is one that has a common ratio. So here's an example of an arithmetic sequence. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. So as you can tell in this sequence, I have a first term of 3, second term 6, third term 9, and so on. So on this one, you can see that to go from term 1 to term 2, we're going up 3. To go from term 2 to term 3, we're adding 3. So each time we are adding 3. So that means that the common difference, which we're going to label as D, is 3. So in this one, the common difference is 3. You learned a rule in Algebra 1, and if we were taking a test over this, I wouldn't make you memorize this rule. Some of you probably already know. If we want to find any term, we can take the first term and add n minus 1 times d. So to find whatever term, we take that term number, subtract 1, take it times the common difference, and add it to the first term. So if I were going to find the rule, and on your homework today, it's going to ask you to write a rule for this sequence. So the rule to find any term would be the first term, which is 3, plus whatever term I'm wanting to find, subtract 1, times the common difference, which is 3. And I'll have to do distributive. So the rule for this one is 3n plus 0, or just a sub n equals 3n. And that makes sense, because if I wanted to find the first term, I would put a 1 right here. 3 times 1 is 3, and that's what the first term is. If I wanted to find the second term, I would put a 2 in for n, and the second term is 6. But what if I wanted to find one that wasn't in my list? Like what if I wanted to find the 50th term? That's what a sub 50 means. I would do 3 times 50, so the 50th term would be 150. And I can find that without adding 3 50 times.